Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we'll be playing First Base, a baseball-themed Yandere visual novel, okay? I have played the demo for this in the past, but the game is pretty short, and it's been a long time, so I figured I'd play the demo too, and my name's Clock. I figured I would, oh, it's a boys love now, baby! Okay, he, him, yeah. So I figured I'd just play the demo, day 1 and day 2 all together, and then we'll wait a while for the next update, okay? College. What do you even have to say about it? It's college. There's not much to talk about. Your experience thus far has proven to be normal, that it isn't so normal that it isn't normal at all. It's boring. You're never the type to go out of your way for anything, rarely attending your previous school's pep rallies, dances, or sports festivals. But you kind of miss the option to do so now that you're here. Bro, you are boring. Once you realize that, you decided now was a better time than ever to try putting yourself out there. Nice. On the baseball field. Even if out there is just in the shade near the baseball field. Okay, yeah. You subconsciously find yourself walking by there every now and then while studying a book, Taming of the Shrew, for your psychology class. It's interesting enough of a read that you've enjoyed it, but casual enough that it doesn't take up all of your attention. Sometimes you'll stop reading to watch the baseball players practice. We're a hard gooner, aren't we? It's a good start for you. The players are smart and fun to talk to when they're benched, and you've been able to make some friends through it, even though you don't play yourself. Another thing you're grateful for is that they're all very coordinated. The chances of being hit by a stray ball are little to none. Little to none doesn't mean that it won't happen eventually, though. Hey, watch out! A baseball is coming straight towards your face. Oh, I'm a magnet for these suckers. Ah! You squeeze your eyes shut, anticipating a hard knock to your head, or, maybe cover your face. But it doesn't happen. Thank God. Oh my God. Wow, he caught it with his bare hand? That's kind of nuts, actually. But the ball is made of steel? Excuse me? Someone caught it. Wait. Is that the title screen?
Nut.
No, don't nut my pants, chat. You search your brain. You know that face. Upon recognition, you call out his name in confusion. Dakota? Cly? That's me. You okay? Blinking your eyes as Dakota swiftly tosses the ball into the pitcher, you answer. Yeah. Thank you. I actually really like his sprite art. It's really good. It's really different. I like that. It's like a different style that I've never seen before. I should have noticed it in time. I was a bit preoccupied with, You stumble over your words for a second. Well, what I mean is, sorry. Puh, I was sidelining anyways. It's no problem. Plus, you're cute. It's any guy's dream to protect a cute guy like ya. Your face flushes. Is he trying to flirt with you? Excuse me. It's not my dream at all, but alright. Not that you mind at all. You've only heard positive things about the guy, and when you've talked to him before a few times, he seemed quite nice. Thought his accent was attractive. To be fair, you found a lot about him attractive. I will not be performing an accent. I'm sorry, okay? Oh, thank you. You're pretty cool, too. Oh, yeah? You think so? I mean... Stop! Chat my pants! Yeah, of course I do. In that case... First of all, thank you very much. Secondly, would you want to go out sometime? For a date? I'd love to get to know you more. I know everything about you. How do you say that so fast, man? Well, I'm gonna have to say no to your date, sir. I'm gonna have to say reject the offer. Yeah. Do it, do it, do it. Oh. Wait, the Riz worked on you guys. Yes! Wait, did the Riz work on you guys? Really? That's all it takes, huh? Okay, fine. Go on a date. Sure, why not? Awesome. How about tomorrow for lunch at noon? We can go wherever you want. Dakota seems pretty determined to make this lunch date. Works for you, so... Sounds good to me. Dakota's smile grows wider as you exchange contact information. Spreading warmth and positivity, you give him a polite nod before you go your separate ways, your feet taking you back to your apartment. With all your classes out for the day, you feel a sense of liberation and freedom wash over you. The weight of the world is temporarily lifted, and you revel in the opportunity to be alone. Oh, that's the best, bros. The thought of tomorrow makes you smile as you snuggle into your warm bed. Based. Reject him? I changed my mind. No! You have to lay in your bed. You wake up a little earlier than usual, excited for your date with Dakota. He'll be here to pick you up at 15 to noon. With a stretch and a yawn, you slip out of bed and pad over to the window, peering out at the world below. What if he was just there, looking at us? The streets are still relatively quiet at this hour, but a gentle hum of activity is starting to rise. Birds chirp merrily in the streets, and the scent of freshly cut grass wafts through the air. In this serene moment, you feel a sense of peace. It's quite unusual for you to be up at this hour, but it's pleasant. Maybe you should make a hobby of waking up early. A smile spreads across your face as you turn away from the window and head to the bathroom. You take time getting ready, savoring each step of your morning routine. You shower, brush your teeth, and carefully style your hair, wanting to look your best for Dakota. Styling your hair is honestly quite difficult, unexpectedly. Do you want to go for a simpler look that won't give you a headache? Perhaps a more volumized, extravagant appearance, or maybe... Wait. What? Hold on. Do I have a... Oh, you definitely have a crush. Just a small one. A teeny tiny one. Oh no. Is this a date? Wait a second. I thought this was a bro date. Am I gay? Probably. No! You can't help but smile at the thought of Dakota showing up at your door. Wow, what the hell, game? Once you're dressed, you make yourself a bowl of cereal. Thank goodness that's what you were craving, because you don't have many other options. Student loans already cost a fortune, so you can't fix the selection. You sit at your apartment desk, a bowl of dry cereal in front of you, and a copy of The Taming of the Shrew open in your hands. The morning sunlight filters through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the room. Honestly, it's so obvious that they're all getting manipulated. How can't they tell? You shake your head in disbelief, taking another spoonful of cereal as you think about how strange the plot is. What, you fuck with the pink curtains? Cause I got a pink bed, bro. How is this such a controversial book? It should be evident that they're all bad people and need help. But, by the way, I'm not gay. Okay. I have no idea how people could think that their actions are excusable, much less reasonable. You sigh. How does this garbage get into modern curriculums? Maybe because it was written ages ago. With a resigned shrug, you return your attention to the book, trying to find anything that would make sense to you. Although this version of Clock in this world is gay. 100%. And he's simping, okay? You drop your book and spring up to answer the door. Take a moment before you open the door to take a breath and brush down your shirt. Alright. You got this. Wait, he's still wearing his baseball uniform. You open the door to see Dakota smiling warmly at you. He looks cool and confident, as if you were already great friends. Damn, bro. What the hell? Even though there's nothing obvious, you can't help but feel it's a little different. Like his ponytail is neater, or his clothes are more ironed. Maybe that's just his confidence, though. Meanwhile, you're having trouble keeping your butterflies in your stomach. It's really unfair how handsome he is, even when he isn't dressing up. Yeah, I would have appreciated if you changed out of your uniform. It makes you feel a bit silly for overthinking your appearance earlier. Hey there, Clock. Are you ready to go? You smile, excitedly replying, yeah. You blush a bit at your outburst. Dakota, on the other hand, seems amused. Don't look so embarrassed. I'm excited too. You look so calm, though. Do I now? He leans in with a slight giggle, flustering you further. Oh, by the way, you look great today. Your heartbeat quickens. He's so close to you that you can smell the fresh scent from his shampoo. I can hear a heartbeat. Thank you. I don't have one of those. Dakota backs up, reaching an arm out to replace the space where he was. Are you ready to get going? Yeah. You leave your house, locking the door behind you before you get into Dakota's surprisingly fancy-looking car. Wow, nice car. Thanks. Expect him to elaborate on how he got it, but he just closes the door for you. He killed someone. His family must be pretty wealthy, or maybe he bought it with money he earned from his sports career. Is he making enough from baseball to afford this? Maybe he bought it in order to look nice for dates. You briefly wonder how many people who have owed and awed over his car, but you brush that thought aside. You're the one he asked out after all. He took his jersey off before entering the car. Oh, you gotta pay for dinner first, bud. It's more comfortable like this, no? But I am glad that you took off the goddamn baseball jersey. Come on, we're having lunch. Yeah, I guess. Just gonna... Don't mind me, chat. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Is that a bouquet of roses? What the hell? As Dakota drives down winding roads, the thought of lunchtime possibilities fills the air. He turns to you, a warm smile playing across his lips. Where would you like to eat? You hesitate, feeling a sense of politeness. Since you're paying, I think it's only fair that you choose the spot, right? Nah, you can pick. I'm not a picky eater. Are you sure? This is legit a woman. I mean, I guess you can imagine Dakota as a woman. I mean, could be a really butch or a tomboy-esque, you know, masculine woman. That's fine with me too. But I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna like it when he's whipping his clock out. Maybe you will like it. Dakota laughs, confusing you for a moment before he speaks up. Clock, I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I'll be fine. What matters right now is you. So you can pick. God, that was kind of cheesy. But the way he says even stuff like that. He's smooth. Alright, let me think. A flurry of thoughts races through your mind as you consider the options. You want to choose a place that's both delightful and budget-friendly. You're a lot of a broke college student, after all. After a bit of thinking, a nearby cafe pops into your head. It's a charming, unassuming spot known for its tasty and affordable fare. Oh, I love cafes. I can see the ideas forming in your eyes. Do you have a place you want to go to? Yeah. Let's head over there then. Hold on, I'll put the directions into your phone. You reach for his phone, but before you can grab it, he snatches it away with unexpected ferocity, placing it face down on his lap. I'd prefer it if you just told me where it was. Dakota looks a bit nervous. Much unlike his usual self, however, as quickly as you notice it, his regular demeanor returns, replacing his expression with one of confidence. I know this area like the back of my hand, so we won't need directions. Oh, sure. It's the Brook Bread Cafe. Dakota's eyes light up in recognition of the place. Good choice. Let's head there right now. Not a red flag at all, by the way. If a guy doesn't want to show you their phone, trust me. Definitely not a red flag. As you approach, the inviting aroma of freshly brewed coffee and mouth-watering pastries waft through the air, further whetting your appetites. Dakota puts his jersey back on, giving you a pang of disappointment. He looked good without it. Not that he doesn't look good all the time. Take that shit off, bro! Dakota looks like he would hump the front of the wheel. What the fuck are you on? Excuse me? What? Why do you think he's an autosexual? Why do you think he's car sexual? What? What the hell? Chat, you're a little raunchy today. I don't want to know your kinks, okay? I don't need to know. We both don't need you to tell me that, okay? Yeah, okay. Oh, alright, okay. Calm down. As you enter the quaint cafe, we're going to a cafe. We're gonna get a coffee, man. The first thing you notice is that the aroma from outside is far stronger here. There's a level of depth to the sensation, as if it was made to be picked apart to learn just what each scent is. Dakota looks very punchable. What do you mean? He just looks like a guy. He's muscular. He's got a bit of a smirk. I will give you that, chat. He's got a bit of a smirk, you know? The gentle buzz of lighthearted conversation and a little bit of laughter adds to the sensation, creating a cozy yet lively atmosphere. You'll never get sick of this place. A tick dot. You are porn brained, my friend. You have some serious issues, okay? As you make your way towards the counter, you notice a short line of people waiting patiently for their caffeine fix and pastries. You join the line with Dakota, awkwardly standing in silence as you read the menu. Stellar student at local liberal arts college. Pog. A few items on the menu catch your eye. You decide on strawberry salad with green tea, relatively healthy. Flatbread chicken sandwich with passion fruit tea, it's nice and light. Avocado toast with an apple tart and coffee, a balanced combination. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I want the goddamn coffee. So we're going with avocado toast, even though I don't really like avocado, I guess. Yeah, I would have went for the flatbread chicken sandwich, but I like passion fruit too. Nope, I need a coffee. Ugh, I'm just gonna throw up the avocado later anyways. It's a very you kind of thing. After a lot less time than you thought it would take, you and Dakota reach the front of the line. Hello, what can I get for you today? Hi. I would like an avocado toast with an apple tart and coffee, please. The barista nods and putting it into the POS. And for you, sir, I'll have the same. You look at him in surprise. There's no way he planned to order the exact same food as you. Maybe he hadn't decided what to get and just went with whatever you chose. Maybe he just isn't that picky. He did say he's not that picky. You escape your thoughts only to realize that Dakota has paid for the food. He did say he would, but your worst side honestly thought it was a ploy. Oh my god, man. No way, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna say, you know, you don't always have to pay for the meal. You can go 50-50, that's fine. But if you say you're gonna pay and you don't pay, that is the most scumbag thing you can possibly do. That's fucked up. If someone's done that to you, I'm so sorry for you, okay? Dakota lightly taps your hand, and you two quickly find a table for two near the window and take your seats. So, you like an avocado toast with an apple tart and coffee too? Oh, actually, I just wanted to try what you liked. What could be a better recommendation, right? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Besides, I like all kinds of food. I haven't eaten anything I don't like yet. A mischievous grin crosses your face. What if someone offered you something really strange? Do you think you'd try it? I bet I would. People wouldn't cook it if it wasn't good. You laugh at that. You'll have to try one of your kitchen disasters. So, how did you get into baseball? Oh, small talk. He was already smiling, but now a new light comes into his face as you ask about baseball. Well, it's not that exciting. When I was little, my dad wanted me to be in sports, so he had me practice different sports in our yard and try out for little league teams. That's how we discovered that I have a natural talent for baseball. My dad used to say that I had one killer arm. Still do. The neighbors, unfortunately, did not share my dad's enthusiasm. I did feel bad about their window, though. You laugh again. Dakota blushes at your smile. He's so handsome when he blushes, it lights up his face pleasantly. What's your major? Sports medicine, 3rd year. I feel like I should have seen that coming. He laughs. You can feel yourself blushing even though you can tell that he's laughing with you, not at you. I love baseball, and I'm fascinated by the human body, so it's the perfect major for me. It's amazing how intricate and resilient the human body is. This semester, I'm taking emergency injury management and chemistry too. Wow, that sounds intense. Considering all of those classes, how did he squeeze in time for this date? You'd collapse into a pile of sweat every moment and nobody looks at you with a life like this. It is challenging, but it's also really rewarding. I'm taking the CPR certification test next week. And actually, I've gotten to use some of my training already with one of my teammates. You were making out with your teammates? Wait, really? What happened? He dislocated his kneecap. Oh. Without thinking, you grab your own knee as a twinge of sympathetic pain shoots through you. I'm an empath? Dakota looks worried for a moment before waving his hand. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. Can't do any sports for the next 6 months, and he has to wear a knee brace, but he'll recover. It's a good thing you were there to help him. True, but with the way he was yelling, help would have come before long. He just died. You didn't need to add that part. Thankfully, you hear the barista call out your order. You push back your chair to get up, but Dakota stops you. Wait, who's having a fucking conversation? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. No side combos, okay? If you're bored, you can just leave. It's all good. I'm not holding you down, bro. I'm not holding you down. Guys, no one's forcing you to stay. You can check out. It's all good. Thankfully, you hear the barista call out your order. You push back your chair to get up, but Dakota stops you. You can stay here. I'll go get our food. Oh no, it's only fair if I help. He smirks at you as he stands up anyways. He puts a hand lightly on your shoulder to keep you seated. Nope. You need to stay here to save our table. I'll be right back. You watch him walk towards the counter. You definitely do not think about how good he looks from the back. Hey, yo, I'm staring at those cheeks! Looking respectfully. You especially do not think about his thick black hair or his lean, muscular shoulders. Oh, never mind, I'm thinking only about his ass cheeks. Instead, you turn around to look out the window, thinking about how much fun this date has been already. You're already thinking about going on another one. He returns with your food all on one tray. Tantalizing steam rises from the food and drinks. Can't wait to dig in. Dakota takes a bite. Delicious. Just like I knew it would be. Glad you like it. How could I not like something you like? What was that? Excuse me? Huh? Oh, nothing. That's not nothing, bro. What was that? Why you keep whispering to yourself? Two of you take a moment to eat, enjoying your lunch. Then Dakota starts the conversation back up again. So, what about you? What's your major? Psychology. Fascinating. Have you been analyzing me this whole time? I might have been. Oh, do share, Dr. Clock. Well, your ass cheeks are perfectly... Alright, but as a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor yet, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Yo, can I get that posture check, everybody? Make sure you're sitting up straight. Don't be shrimping it. I'm not. I'm a VTuber now. I never be shrimping it. Gotcha. Well, I've noticed that you're very confident and assertive. You're also very easygoing and funny. So you think I'm charming. Do go on. However, I noticed that you often cross one arm over your stomach, which is a sign that you actually feel nervous or defensive but are trying to hide it. So I wonder if you might be more worried about our date than you've let on. Dakota's expression falters for a moment. You probably shouldn't have said that. But it can also be a gesture that people do because... but it can also be a gesture that people do because it feels comfortable. He's an open book. Dakota's normal cheer returns. He laughs. Oh, I see. You were teasing me. You had me there for a moment, Clock. And now you're putting me at ease to cover up the discomfort I caused. I really should stop analyzing people when they ask me to. At least until I get further along in my studies. You feel yourself blushing again. Sorry about that. Psychology is a soft science, so I can't speak in absolutes about it, except for the neurological aspects of it. Not to worry, I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. Although, you do look really cute when you blush like that. Maybe I should tease you a little more. Excuse me, man. He is smooth. I feel like I should be taking notes. You could teach a class on how to flirt and be sold out. So, do you have any hobbies? Of course you have hobbies, but your favorite one is... reading. Gaming. It's gaming. I mostly play video games. What's your favorite video game? Oh, my favorite video game of all time is Vaporpunk 6044. It's so fucking cool, man. I've not heard of that one. Is it new? No, it's been out for 3 years. But they did just release a new DLC for it, so I'm waiting for it to go on sale. DLC. Downloadable content. Game companies put them out to keep their games relevant. He's like, what the fuck is a video game? Yeah, I see. Dakota falls quiet as you take a bite from your food. You see a soft smile on his lips as he watches you. He's clearly very interested in what you're saying. You can feel his eyes on you even when you aren't looking at him. Maybe he doesn't have many hobbies himself, so hearing about you talk about yours fascinates him. Maybe he just doesn't dislike anything, just like with his food. I mean, you could always be interested in getting into it. Let's save here. Let's ask him. What you got anything else? What about you? What other hobbies do you have besides baseball, of course? Dakota blushes. Oh, actually, baseball takes up so much of my free time that I've never gotten into other things. What? Really? Really? What do you do for fun? Or when you want to relax? Baseball. Just baseball. All the time. Honestly, it's the only thing that helps me relax sometimes. Oh, sorry. I mean, don't be sorry. That's you know, baseball's a sport, but also a game, and games are fun. Don't worry about it. Just means I'm even better at baseball. Still, it's not right that you have no hobbies. What about, I don't know, axe throwing? Axe throwing is definitely your unique choice, but you get the feeling he'd really enjoy it. That's an awesome hobby if you have that. Axe throwing. That's a hobby. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not that common, but they have an axe throwing place at the mall, and it plays to your strengths too. Okay, I might try that. But only if you come with me. I will come. Sure, yeah, that'd be great. You've only been axe throwing once, but the thought of going again with Dakota excites you. Bro's gonna throw the axe and chop through the target. Great. But if we're gonna meet up again, I'll need your phone number. Sure thing. You both exchange your phone numbers before sending each other a confirmation text. After the date winds down, you get back in Dakota's car and he takes you back to your apartment. Dakota pulls up to the curb in his sleek black car. You both step out, the street lamps casting a soft glow over the quiet neighborhood. Well, here we are. You both stand there for a moment, the silence hanging in the air like a forgotten punchline. So, I guess I'll see you around. Yeah, definitely. You start to turn away, but Dakota clears his throat. Hey, wait. You look back at him, eyebrows raised in curiosity. I had a really great time today, and I was thinking, maybe we could do it again sometime. You feel a rush of warmth at his words, a smile tugging at the corner of your lips. I'd like that. Awesome. Well, I'll text you then. Oh, and before I forget, I have some flowers for you. Dakota opens his car back seat and produces a bundle of roses. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Of course. Anything for you. As Dakota walks back to his car, you watch him go with a sense of excitement. Maybe this was the beginning of something interesting. That night, you reflect on how well your date went with Dakota. Such a sweet, attentive person. Can't wait to see him again. Wow. Actually, crazy that we just got a giant bouquet of roses and said nothing to him. The sun filters through your window, waking you up before your alarm goes off. A sense of elation following you out of your dreams. Maybe, we didn't say nothing. We said thanks, but man, we didn't even think about that shit. We didn't even go like, oh my god. I've never received such a large bouquet of roses, you know? Like, wow, he must really like me. No. You've never been a morning person, but today you're filled with so much energy. Memories of last night flooding your mind. It almost felt like a dream. You hung out with the Dakota Cly, and he wasn't that bad of a guy. Heck, he was the one who asked you out. Honestly, it was fun. I feel like you might have said that already, but it just goes to show how enjoyable being with Dakota was. Not only was it fun, but he also wants to see you again. He was incredibly excited about the chance to hang out even more, and you can't help but feel a little excited about it too. There's a small part of you that worries about how he doesn't seem to have any interests or hobbies outside of baseball, but that probably just means you need to get to know him better. Well, I mean, he's going to school, and he's doing like a professional baseball career. You know, you can't blame the guy too much for not having like a hobby, you know? I mean, like I said, it also is a hobby. And there's socializing to it as well, like the team is probably his friends. No doubt he'll let slip something he's interested in before you know it. Your phone lets out a chipper ding, and you swipe at it eagerly, going straight to your messages. To your delight, you see exactly what you were hoping for. A good morning message from Dakota. Wow, that's nice of him. Guys, it's okay to not like it, but you don't have to voice your opinion. You can just go. In fact, I prefer it if you could just leave the stream. If you're just gonna be, he's ass, he's ass. A lot of people don't agree with you, and that's okay. It makes you giddy to see it, and you resist the urge to just kick your feet. He just has your heart in his grip. It makes you so happy that you're more than eager to send a quick good morning reply in return. Once he knows you're awake, the texts come flooding in, and you have a bit of a difficulty keeping up. He's so chatty. Why is it wrong to voice our opinions? It's not. You're repeating it. See? That's not, that is not an opinion. Now you're just being a hater. You see the difference? Knew he was talkative in person, but it's almost overwhelming in text form. He's not bad, I'm just Evie. Personally, I'm not a fan of the baseball guys. I think baseball is actually the most boring sport. But I do like his Yandere side. I do like his little quips that he throws in. That's the most interesting thing to me so far. His little whispers. No one said it more than once. This is the second time I've had to tell you. After a few back and forth messages, he's double checking if you'd like to go to that axe throwing place at the mall, which sounds like so much fun. Look, guys, mostly it's just about negativity, man. I don't really like people being negative in my chat. You know, just go off, man. If you got nothing nice to say, then just don't say anything at all. That's what my parents always taught me. You know, manners and that. If you'd like to go to that axe throwing place at the mall, which sounds like so much fun. You've always wanted to try axe throwing, and you bet Dakota could teach you to do it amazingly. Yeah, exactly. Plus, if the developer watches this, you know, that's not cool. They don't want to hear that. I like it. I think the art is pretty good, actually. Personally, not my type. You know, I'm more of into the emo guys. But that's fine. Just as you finish that thought, your phone alarm goes off, or the bloody murderers. Your phone alarm goes off, causing you to jump in place. You forgot that you hadn't turned it off after waking up. You turn it off and are suddenly reminded of the fact that you're a college student, which means that you don't actually have all the free time in the world to go axe throwing whenever you want. You open your schedule app and, yep, you have your literature class to attend today. Damn, bro, I made plans just to tell him no. Your disappointment suddenly surfaces as you realize you won't be able to go axe throwing today. No! My Viking fantasy! You aren't sure how you forgot about it so easily. Maybe the book was so awful you were trying to forget. I think it's cute so far. I think there is a weakness in it being so short, so it feels kind of rushed. Like how much you like him is a little forced because of how short the visual novel is. Like it's really banking you absolutely love how he looks rather than his personality, right? But axe throwing is fucking badass. Considering you're reading Taming of the Shrew, you probably forgot it on purpose. For a moment, you consider skipping the class, but then decide against it. You can't afford to let your GPA drop any further than it already has, so it's best to just get the class over with. You sigh loudly in your room, feeling your energy already starting to deflate. You glumly text Dakota you'd love to go, but you have class to attend to, and you can't afford to miss it. There's a short pause, but he texts back, letting you know he understands that the two of you will plan to go another time. You can't help but smile and heart his message, so grateful for how understanding he is. At the very least, you can complain about the class to him afterward. With Dakota informed, you pack up your things and get yourself ready for class. You're not looking forward to a boring day of literature class, but what can you do? With a half-hearted mood, you step out of your dorm room to start your day. God, flashbacks to my university. I was like literature, philosophy, grammar, French. God. That I will not lie, literature is, even if literature is awesome, trust me when I say this, university level literature is not fun, okay? Very rarely is it fun. I'm gonna tell you right now. Brain hurt, but good for you. It is good for you. It just, oh my god. There's a lot of readings, okay? And they're not usually fun books that you would read on your own. Having pretty much dragged yourself to class, you're glad to find out you aren't late. A bit of a shock considering how much you dragged your feet. Your feet are complaining just as much as you are from the rough walk. Seems most of the college walkways use gravel, and dragging your feet on them really takes a toll. Maybe you can treat yourself to a spa trip later to make them feel better, though you're not exactly sure when you're going to get the funds for that. Part of you is wondering where all the energy you woke up with went. It was like the moment you couldn't hang out with Dakota, it got sapped away in an instant. Was he that much of a positive influence on you? Could he be... Pushing those thoughts away, you slump into your chair with as loud of a thud as you can make without alerting everyone else in the class. Yeah, I played DDLC. It's on YouTube. It's not a very loud thump in the end, so no one even glances in your direction. You're both relieved and disappointed by this outcome. Like a zombie trying to scratch a door open, you pull out your laptop and struggle to open it, digging your nails into the side just to flip the lid up. You're putting so little energy into lifting the lid, it's actually quite painful on your nails. Your mind What? Your mind wanders for a moment, wondering if excessive wrist pain would be more painful than this. For a moment, you consider comparing the two. Hold on. Though on second thought, you'd rather not develop arthritis from overworking your wrist, just to put the two on a comparative scale. After several failed attempts to lift the lid with just your nails, you decide to stop dilly-dallying and actually open your computer. It starts up, auto-opening into the tabs you need, including your project, which as of now is blank. You sigh as you stare at the screen. You had planned to work on it, but things got in the way, like having a lunch date with Dakota. On a list of priorities, you list that as far more important than a college assignment. Even if you probably shouldn't. Instead of getting started on the project, you decide to recheck the requirements for the assignment. As you've learned all throughout your school years, rechecking the assignments is the best way to stall. If a teacher looks over your shoulder, they just assume you forgot. Forbidden techniques like these help with your sanity. Someone clears their throat next to you. Suddenly, a million thoughts go through your head. Oh god, are your headphones unplugged? Is your appearance that intolerable? You whip your head around so fast, you end up not recognizing who it is at first, but then... Dakota! Why are you in my literature class? You're stunned. He's here. Dakota Cly. Dakota asked you on a date and was hella smooth about it, Cly. Why is he in your literature class? Hey, with Riz. Surprising. We're in the same class. I knew you would pick this class, that's why I chose it too. This is very surprising. How am I not hearing that? You didn't think you'd be the type to choose this class. You didn't mention being into reading, but I guess it makes sense. Perhaps he's here as an easy elective, just to get enough credits to graduate. Maybe his parents forced him here, to show off their son as both sport smart and book smart. It doesn't matter. I mean, book smart and like sport smart. Bro's in medicine. Bro's gonna be smart no matter what. His hair is cool. Would want to brush it. You're gonna sit there and brush his hair. Then you can take turns. Then maybe you can braid his hair. It doesn't matter. It's honestly quite a good thing. You're just going to bitch to him about the book. Yeah. Wait, why are you surprised? You've been in this class for a couple weeks now. You should have noticed him by now. Though, come to think of it, you hadn't really thought of Dakota until yesterday when he took you out. Maybe you just missed the fact that he was in this class. This had to be the case. There are quite a few people in this class, and you two must have just missed each other until that day at the baseball field. That was the only explanation. Well, I suppose that's convenient. I was just looking for you. You see, teacher claims I'm a bit stuck in my interpretation of the book, so I thought a second opinion would be good. And who better than you? Ha ha ha! Who better than me? Shit. You haven't written a single goddamn character in your essay. You're gonna have the most dog shit take ever, and you will never even breathe in your general direction again. We're failing together, broski. How on earth are you gonna assist him in something you haven't even started? Well, can I read what you've written? Sure. Let me get up. No, what am I doing? Yeah, he's South Dakota. That's why he's tan. You click uselessly at your laptop, trying your best to fake lag. Hey, if you've written nothing, your secret's safe with me. Baseball gives enough stitches. Right. In your panic, you had forgotten Dakota was a regular student and not a super strict teacher's pet who was only doing this for his scholarship. You instantly snap back to your usual clicking speed. Doing so at such an impressive speed, your laptop actually does lag. Once it loads, it shows the blank document. It's not like you were expecting words to have magically appeared on it between sitting down and talking to Dakota, but it would have been nice if the universe had done so. That's quite alright. It's a bit of a tough read for beginners, I'll give you that. What part are you struggling with? I'd be glad to help you. Your cheeks flush with embarrassment at the offer. It's not that you're a bad reader, it's just that you've always struggled with Shakespeare. His use of archaic words, the specific intonation of his writing, and the obtuse way his characters speak to each other. Frankly, you find it hard to believe that any of his works have become such beloved classics. That's a hot take. Okay. Well, I'm kind of struggling just to get through reading it without falling asleep. That's why I was trying to read it at the baseball field that day, to force myself to focus on reading it. Even if I was a little more distracted by the game being replayed as a result. Fortunately for me, that you were there then, because it allowed me to meet you. Ah, you feel yourself flush again. You can hardly believe Dakota's so interested in you. What'd you ever do to get his attention like this? Well, let me tell you about my interpretation of the story, and then we can work on it from there to help start your essay. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Anything for you, of course. Ooh, how smooth. Dakota chuckles for a moment before clearing his throat to continue. See, my interpretation is pretty straightforward. Everyone loves Bianca, but they don't see the value of Katharina just because she's a little feisty. Then she marries Petruchio, and he whisks her away to his home, where he truly and properly tames her. She becomes his perfect, loving, doting wife, with just a bit of encouragement. Shows that you can make anyone become your perfect partner with a bit of care, attention, and the right persuasion. Really? That was a little weird. The story is pretty straightforward, honestly. In fact, I'd say it's one of Shakespeare's least complicated works. But the teachers seemed to give me a strange look after I was done explaining that. Honestly, who are they to judge? No one actually knows what Shakespeare was thinking, but I think it's obvious. Yeah. It's a tame or be tamed world, and I happen to like doing the taming. Is that really his interpretation of the book? Frankly, you haven't even finished reading it, so it's far from your place to have a nuanced interpretation of the book, but it seems a little bleak. Still, it's the Dakota Klein talking about the book. He couldn't possibly believe a harmful view was the right one to have. He was just explaining his view of the story. Yeah, just the story. It probably wasn't as bad as he made it sound. Even if it was, he was just explaining what he read. He doesn't actually believe taming people into being the perfect spouse was a good idea. That's an interesting interpretation of the book. I can understand why the teacher might feel weird about it, but it's just your perspective. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. See? You get me. You get me. You really get me. It's no wonder I'm so obsessed with you. Even if other people interpret the story differently, there's no denying that Katharina is tamed by the end of the story. She becomes the dutiful, obedient wife, and expresses that to everyone in the audience. Whether it's an act or intentional, the end result is the same. You definitely seemed enamored with the story. Did you like it? Like it. I loved it. Huh. It's a comedy, and it lives up to that name. The subterfuge of everyone being disguised and fooling each other. The slapstick comedy on display and the actual taming itself. It's a riot from beginning to end. Whether or not it teaches a moral lesson is up to each person who reads the story. Personally, I think it's a fun idea to have all these interwoven ideas and plots, and whether or not the taming actually works is also up to how well the tactics are done by Petruchio. People can break and be broken, that much is true. It's all about how you wield your hands. You really need to finish reading the book now. Oh god! Oh god! Can I get a stretch check, please? Thank you for the follow, by the way, Lady of Doom. He's gonna fucking take me. He's gonna whip me, bro. Bro's gonna kidnap me, whip me until I say hi, daddy. Okay, if Dakota's interpretation is anything to go by, then the book is funnier than you were giving it credit for. Maybe that dark comedy even offers a more nuanced understanding to the concept of taming Katharina. Now the question was, of what little you knew of the book, did you agree with Dakota's interpretation? I don't like that interpretation. I don't like that. I mean, I haven't read this one. I didn't read a lot of Shakespeare, luckily. I was going through Mary Shelley's Frankenstein when I left. A couple of other good, really good books too. But we didn't get to Shakespeare. That was after I dropped out. I've read like Shakespeare, but only like the popular things to teach, like Macbeth. What's it called? Midsummer Night's Eve. You know, stuff like that. I'm gonna save. Oh, I did save. Okay. Let's go with I don't like that interpretation. Yeah, it's a bit odd, man. Can't help but frown at hearing his interpretation of the book. It seems so cynical and depressing, like the point is that you can force someone to change through torture and lies. Oh, Midsummer Night's Dream, yeah. There we go, that's what it was called. God, it's been years, man. It's so long. No, you're right. What did I say? Midsummer Night? Midsummer? Did I even say Midsummer? I don't know, man. I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah, literally, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, Midsummer Night's Eve, and there was another one I read, but I don't remember the name of it. It's been so long, dude. And I didn't enjoy it that much either. That's kind of a depressing interpretation, don't you think? That anyone can be changed to fit into a role through torture and deception? Just seems cruel. I mean, I don't think he was arguing if it wasn't or not. Dakota's smile falters, turning into a frown as I say that. I feel kind of bad for downplaying his interpretation when he seems so proud of it. After everything he's done for me, I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I also don't feel like I could lie to him either. Please forgive me, Dakota. I'd rather think the play is making the whole thing out to be some kind of dark joke, or just a meta-commentary on the times, or something like that, you know? That feels like it's not any better than my suggestion. You really want to talk down about my idea when you haven't even finished the book? Look, I'm sorry, I don't know, I just kind of want to look at it in a brighter context than that, okay? Especially since this is supposed to be a comedy. Even if comedy means something slightly different than it did back then, I'd like to have more of a chuckle out of it. I'm not dismissing your interpretation, it's fine to have as your own. Besides, it helped me realize what direction to take my own, so thank you for sharing it. Dakota's face is unreadable for a moment, but it seems my words did reach him in the end. Gives me a smile, and that makes me feel a little better for turning down his own idea a moment ago. Well, I'm happy to be of help. You're a huge help. Doubt I'd be able to finish this assignment without you. Dakota looks like he's about to say something more when the teacher finally clears his throat to get the class's attention. Seems like it's time to actually listen to his lecture properly instead of talking amongst ourselves. Dakota seems a little annoyed, but the both of you turn to the teacher and pay attention to what he's saying. You open the tab on your laptop to take to your notes section. Hastily take down some notes to the best of your ability. It's always been a little hard for you to follow along to the lecture and take notes at the same time. Meanwhile, Dakota just looks bored. He's leaning against the table and staring blankly at the teacher, as if he'd rather be doing anything else in the world right now. Can't really blame him. You'd rather be doing anything else as well. It's crazy how much energy you had conversing with him a moment ago. Now it feels like the teacher is sucking it all away again. College can be such a bummer. Every now and again you catch him glancing your way. It's hard to tell if he's actually looking at you or something past you. More than once you tried to catch his eye, only for him to turn away just before you'd catch him dead to rights staring at you. You were bad at college? I was pretty bad at taking notes too. I had to really practice and do that, because in high school I just literally write down everything I read / saw. In uni I had to type, which I never got to type in high school. So I was a little bit I would say I was even slower at the start of typing compared to just writing with my hands. Kitty woke me up because she heard a fellow cat's voice. I'm sorry, Kitty. It's a strange sensation to be sure, making you wonder more about what's going through his head than whatever the professor is currently rambling on about. But whatever it is he's doing, it's an added distraction, making it difficult to keep accurate notes. Not that your notes were looking fantastic to begin with, a lot of it was you just keyboard smashing a summary of what he just said and hoping to organize it later. Lectures were definitely your least favorite part of trying to learn anything in college. A grueling hour and a half of lecture finally passes and the teacher wraps up the class for the day. He reminds everyone that the assignment is due very, very soon, and you groan alongside the others since you still have so much work left to do on it, though if it wasn't for Dakota, you'd be even further behind than you already are. As much as I'm enjoying the book, the lectures are always a bit of a drag. You could say that again. Like, can't you get with the times? Summarizing it in 10 minutes or less already. Not all of us are taking this class as a core of our major. You're so right. I only took this class for you. I only took this class because it'd be an easy elective. I always forget that they like to ramble on about nothing, regardless of that fact. I know, right? It's like, come on guys, we're not here for your class specifically. We're here to follow our major. You get me. You really get me. Hey, since you still need to finish your assignment, what do you say to the two of us hanging out some more and I can help you understand the book more? It's a tempting offer. Dakota wanting to spend time with you. You'd love to take him up on it. Honestly, I could use the help, but I've got some homework I need to finish tonight first. I don't suppose we can hang out another day. How about tomorrow? You won't be able to put off the assignment for too much longer, seeing as it's due soon. I know you're right. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. Just text me when you're free to meet up. Honestly, if someone took a class that was boring for me, I'd be so happy because at least I know someone. I mean, that's true. Having people you know really makes, like, university and college completely different. If it's for you, then I'm always free. You feel your face flush a little at that. Does he actually mean that? Whether he does or not, it makes you feel a little flustered that Dakota Cly, of all people, is more than willing to help you out. Yeah, then I'll figure out what my schedule is and text you, okay? Sounds lovely. Looking forward to hearing from you then. Same to you. Two of you shake hands and he gives you a big smile through his grip on your hand is tight. You can try not to wince, but it actually kind of hurts. Sure, he didn't mean to hurt you. He's probably just naturally strong from baseball and doesn't understand his own strength. Bro's got that gorilla grip. Once his back is turned, you quickly shake your hand, hoping he didn't notice how much it hurt. After all, you're fairly certain he wouldn't try to hurt you on purpose, right? He's trying to say I'm his now. Finish packing up your laptop and make your way back to your dorm. I think those are like beauty marks, yeah. After a long day of classes, you feel all of the energy drained from your body the moment you step through the door to your room. With little care, you plop your bag on the floor and flop face first onto the bed. Your whole body is complaining. You haven't had enough to eat today due to your limited budget, and you've had to sit through boring classes to keep your GPA up. Your feet are pulsing with pain from all of the walking and grating against gravel, and you can hear your neighbors playing thumping music. The only highlight of your day so far has been getting to spend time with Dakota, even if just for a short period of time. You feel fortunate that he's been willing to put up with you so far despite everything going on, and wonder if or when he's going to get sick of you. Poor college life. Cat's like too relating to this too hard. It's hard enough for you to put up with yourself some days, let alone forcing others to deal with you. You don't know what Dakota sees in you, but you're glad he sees it because your mood would be far worse without his encouragement. As if on cue, your phone dings, and you lazily pull it out of your pocket, barely even having the energy to turn your head from the comfort of being buried in the pillow to look at the screen. It's Dakota texting you. Opening it, you see a cute animated GIF that he sent to cheer you up. It's actually pretty funny, and you can't help but get a chuckle out of it. Quickly send a lighthearted reply back in return, and you feel some of your energy returning. He just seems to always know what you need, doesn't he? Just from that little exchange, you feel like you can get your homework done. That way, you won't have to put off hanging out with Dakota any longer than you have to. Grabbing your laptop from your bag, you set it up on your desk and get ready to start your homework. Other than the assignment Dakota is going to help you with, you've still got to write an essay for your history class and do a short research paper for your diversity and culture class. You swear classes just love making you do essay after essay for them. Don't the teachers get tired of reading them? Whatever, it's not your school. You're just following the curriculum. Just as you're opening your tabs to get started, you notice something strange. The light next to the camera on your webcam is on. Oh, that's because I'm live streaming right now. That's strange. You shouldn't have any programs open that use your webcam. Hey, Spark. How you doing today? You glance around your taskbar for any programs that might be using it, but nothing comes up. Strange. You shrug it off and decide to focus on your homework, figuring it's probably just a software glitch. The laptop is kind of old and was on the cheap end to begin with anyway. Though as you get to work, you can't help getting this strange sensation that you're being watched. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. We're not tech savvy. Yeah, no, we're definitely getting stalked. He's definitely watching us. He's definitely staring at us. Oh, hell nah. Not a worry. Oh, okay. Never mind, chat. You fixed it. Now that is the end to the demo. Well, actually the demo and day 1 and day 2 of first base. I think it was worth it to wait and make it one big video rather than just doing a bunch of like 20-minute videos. I also am glad to replay the demo because I needed a bit of a refresher anyways. But yeah, this was good. I enjoyed it, honestly. He's just interested. I actually like the Yandere kind of side to it. I like that he's a little obsessed, man. A little obsessed. Bro's a little obsessed. A little pressed, okay? Exciting to see story. Yeah, I was happy to see more of this. I know you guys have commented on it. I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is the author. I don't think they're the artist. I'm pretty sure they're just commissioning or maybe working with another artist, which would maybe explain why we're not seeing like a lot of different CGs and sprites. But I would like to see if we could get a sprite without the baseball jacket and just like a casual one. That'd be nice. But the CG makes up for that. Great. Like I think the CG in the car was great. Obviously, more CGs as we go on would be nice, but so far it's good on just story alone, I think. It's interesting. I also like the dynamic that... So it's very apparent that he thinks he can control us, right? It's very apparent that he wants to like own us, basically. And it's kind of cool because we're also a psychologist, so we're kind of picking up on things, but we're refusing to see them for what they are, these red flags and such. And we're refusing to see them because we're like enamored by his looks and how nice he's being, in quotation marks. You know, how generous he is. We're being like sidelined by that, but we're not seeing that he's straight up just being like, I want to make you the perfect partner, by the way. I'm going to lock you in my basement. So it's an interesting dynamic. I'd love to see more of it in the future. I don't know if the options change anything. I don't really want to see what happens if you agree with him. Probably just gets happy. I like disagreeing with the Yandere. I want to see that little anger in him, you know? But anyways, that was first base days, the demo, day 1 and day 2. If you want to see more, I'll play it when it comes out, I guess. Maybe I'll wait a couple of days if it's not that long. Again, if it's more than like 20 minutes, then I'll probably play it. If it's not, then maybe I'll wait for another day to come out, because I think this will have 7 days total. So it'll work for 2 and 2. But anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. My name is Clock. If you're new here, please clock that like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We're almost at 30k, probably at 30k by the time this video comes out. But if you like this video, you like visual novels, dating sims, things like that, horror games, indie games in general, I play them every day, new upload on the channel, almost daily streams on the Twitch. So if you could please stick around, it'll help me out a lot, and I think you'll enjoy the rest of them too. And with that, I am clocking out, so have a good one, everybody. I will see you next time. Peace.